Hi everyone, welcome to this presentation. In this session, I'm going to give you a demo of Transmittal package. This application creates a complete list for approval and construction. Let's see the demo. You can see this project information, folder setup for creating the folders. This is for printing the drawings into PDF format, export drawings into DWG and convert NC files DSTV into DXF, and finally Transmittal Sheet. This application reads the project information from the model project properties, revision number, because we will be issuing Transmittal pack multiple times during the project, so you can add the revision number which will be added to the folder name. Transmittal number, this will be added to the Transmittal Sheet. Date of issue, these two fields are additional fields for adding any other information. Again, if you add information here, it will be reflected in the Transmittal Sheet, which I will cover it at the end of the presentation. Select approval if you wanted to issue this pack for approval. Once you select this box, it will automatically create a folder, issue for approval, revision and issue date. This is the model folder path. First time when you create this transmittal pack, it will create this folder and keep all the issue under this folder so that it will be easy for you to manage. Click select to change to a different location. I'll go back to project information, click construction. Now you can see the folder name will be changed accordingly. You can run this pack by selecting the members in the model or using this filter option. When you check this box, it will automatically enable this drop-down list, and these selection filters are stored on your system so that you can select any one of them and run this application. So what I would do now, let me just select approval. And then I'm going to use assembly phase 2. In the interest of the time, I'm selecting the members and running this tool now. So the next is reports. I have already saved some of the reports here. You can see I click approval. When I choose this combine XLS and CSV reports, what happens is that it will create a separate Excel sheet for the selected reports, and also it will combine. So I'm going to choose XSR and PDF. So you can create different report formats, but it will combine only Excel and CSV reports. The another advantage of using this applications, whenever you create report from Tekla, obviously I'm selecting this Excel report with associated viewer, create from selected. Can you see the system actually throws this warning? So I have to click yes to open it. Whereas when you run the tool, the system will not give you any warning when you open the Excel report. Just select the reports and click run. So it is showing the processing status. This has been completed. So I'll go to the model folder. Transmittal pack. This is issue for approval. And this is the one. And reports. So you can see a separate reports here. Once I double click, as I said, it is not throwing any warning. And this is the XSR and this is the PDF report and report combined. So hot rolled material list, plate, purlins and girds. So all these reports will be combined into one Excel sheet. Next, NC file settings. So you can choose the settings for the plates and then for the shaft. When I keep this box off, what happens? It will create a separate folder for each profile. Just for an example, here you can see this is my NC files for the plates. And for the shaft, it's a separate folder. And another advantage of creating this NC files, it will create a separate folder by profile and material. This is the plate 10, 250, and the next one is plate thickness 10 and 300, that is the material grade. If I tick this box default when I run NC files, this will create two folders, plates, and all the plates NC files are in one folder, and this is for the shafts. And when I choose girths and purlins, it is reading the filter name from here. That means if any member name contains girths or purlins, that will be kept in a separate folder, girths and purlins. So if I go back to another folder, you can see here girths and purlins, plates and shafts. And you can also see the profile name here. If I choose this box and type profile, this is the variable name. If you want to add additional variables, you have to separate them with comma. Don't give any space. For example, if I type material, then the file prefix name will be profile material. The next is IFC settings. So you can choose the IFC settings from here. And this is the file name. Let me just go and enable this box. This is the folder name. And once I click run, this will automatically read the settings and create the IFC file. The next one is, before you run, just tick these boxes. This is for 3D model in DWG, and again this is the file name. You can choose the settings for 3D model DWG if you go to this export DWG drawing and select the settings from here. The next one is drawing printing setup. So check these boxes to create marking plan, single part and assembly drawings. And if I tick this box off, what happens is that it will create the drawing by sheet size. So if I go to the plates, assembly drawing, you can see here A3 drawings, A2 and A1. If I tick this box default, so this will be, all the drawings will be kept in one folder, assembly drawings, single part drawings. This is for the plates, and next for the shafts. And if I choose girths and purlins, then it will create a separate folder for girths and purlins, assembly drawings. Here you can see the separate folder for girths and purlins. So you don't have to manually select and segregate them from other assembly drawings. This is for the single part. When you tick this box, the project number will be added as a file prefix, and you can select the printer attribute settings. You can also output as a single file. So when you tick this box, So it will create a single file. I mean to say it will bind all the drawings and give you one file. But to create this transmittal sheet, you need to have a separate PDF file for each drawing. So you can run this application twice. First, you keep these boxes off and run this application. And second time, just select these boxes and run it so that it will give you output as a single file. The next is Dwg Drawing. Of course, you can select these boxes to run Dwg Drawing, and you can create a one folder for to keep all the drawings, or you can separate girths and purlins. So if I go back to Dwg, assembly drawings, marking plans, precast and single part. So these are the plates, and these are the shafts and assembly drawings and girths and purlins. So, and the next is you can export, you can convert DSTV into DXF. So these are the options. I'll check this box now and change the text height. So if you choose these boxes, obviously the part mark will be placed outside, and click convert DXF. So if I go back to my model, so when you choose part mark outside, this is how the output will be. Or if you keep that box off, it will place the part mark inside. And the next one is the transmittal sheet. This transmittal sheet will read the PDF drawings from the transmittal pack folder and create a link. So you can open the drawing from the transmittal sheet. Just for an example, so this is my transmittal sheet, and when I keep my cursor, it shows the hyperlink. So this is the drawing. An assembly drawing, single part, precast and marking plan. So I'll just go and click the precast drawings. This will show the list of only CSV files, and all the CSV report files are included in the package, so you don't have to create it. So choose the single part drawing for assembly, select the assembly drawing for precast drawings, and for marking plans, GA drawings. And this is the template for the document sheet. So if I go to the model folder, so here is the document sheet. Let me just open this one. So this is the template for creating the transmittal sheet. So these are the variable in Excel, and some of the headings. So if I go back to transmittal sheet, what I can do is I can drag and drop this document sheet into this field. Just for an example, I don't have any multi-drawing. You just drag and drop it here. And these fields for creating a hyperlink, I don't recommend changing any of these settings. Please leave it as it is. But still, I will explain to you how actually it works. If I go to the reports, I'll create assembly drawing list.csv. Create from all. So mark section revision, this is the heading. This is on the first row, and the second row is blank, and it is starting from the third row. That's what in the transmittal pack, it starts from the third row. And if I go to the document sheet, the row starts from 21, but I just leave the top row blank. I'll start from row number 22. So that's what exactly row number 22. And column is the first column, but it is, you have to type 0 if you want to read it from the first column. And this is creating a hyperlink because the mark number will be on this row. So that's a column A. So that's what it is. And so these are the fields that will create a link to the Excel sheet. So once I click here, so these are the options. So you can select, and this is the document sheet variable. Can you see here TP underscore project number? Next one is TP underscore address, and then TP underscore date. So if you want to copy the value from the application or from Tekla into your document transmittal sheet, this is what exactly you need to do. So you do it for the very first time and click save it so that you don't have to go through this process again. Now, in the interest of the time, what I'm going to do is I'll run this application for a few members. Otherwise, it might take a little bit of extra time, but the processing time will be much lesser than when you run it manually. I'll change this revision number to second revision, issue for construction, combined reports, that's fine. I'm just combining these ones. And then folder setup, DWG, keep these options off this time. Marking plans, output as a single file, and I'm selecting the PDF printing option. And Gertz and Perlin's export. This is fine. So once I start running this application, you can see the status of processing. I make sure that I don't have that folder. Click run. Folders are created. Now it is exporting IFC model. The single part drawings are exported. Then the assembly drawing. Marking plans. So this one for single part drawings. Now you see I selected this output to single file, so it is going to combine all the drawings and give you one file. And next time I'll tick off these boxes and run this application to create a separate PDF file for each drawing. So the pack has been completed. So let me just go to the transmittal pack folder. So this is the one. Reports. So report combined. Hot rolled material, plate material and purlin girt list. NC files with profile and material. Single part drawings. That's a plates combined because I selected output to single file. Assembly drawings again combined, girts and purlins combined. The next one is DWG. IFCs. And DWG model. For some reason, I just kept this DWG model inside the model folder, not here for some reason. But if you go to the transmittal pack model, so this is the one you can see. You can move to that folder later on. And now I'm going back to application and tick off these boxes. So I don't want to run this application again, so I tick off these boxes now. So again, tick off these boxes. Then run this application to create a separate PDF file for each drawing sheet. Okay, I should have disabled this box, that's fine. The single part drawings completed almost. Then the assembly drawings. Once again, I will go back to the transmittal pack model. So this is the one. So you can see a separate drawings now and combined. Single part drawings, plates, separate drawings, and also you can see the combined drawings here. So the next, I'm going to convert DXF. So when you convert DXF, so you can select this option to keep the part mark outside. So what exactly it happens? So when you choose part mark outside, it is going to keep the part mark outside your drawing. Otherwise, it will place the part mark inside. So click this convert DXF. Of course, you can change the text height, you can insert the quantity, material and show whole. I click convert DXF now. It's completed. Let me just show the NC files first, because the NC files, the file name with the prefix, profile and material, exactly the DXF output will be the same. So here you can see. And finally, I'm going to run the transmittal sheet. I check this box. This is the transmittal sheet and create. Of course, I don't have GERT and Perlin drawings folder. That's the reason it shows this. That's fine because I did not select this option here. So if I go back to the model folder, go to the marking plans. It will also retain the hyperlink when you send this folder to a client or you move this folder to a different location. Just for an example, I'll just close this. I copy this entire folder. Maybe I'll go to the C drive and paste it here. Now once I double click and open Transmittal Sheet, so here you can see it shows the hyperlink. And marking plans. As you have seen the benefits of using this tool, it will eliminate manual process of selecting and creating. This application is available for sale on my website. Feel free to get back to me if you need any further information. And thank you for watching this video.